Tesla here is up 8% today at $258 per share. Let's go ahead and take a look at the latest price targets here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new price targets here as of April 23rd, 2025. 5 of them being a buy recommendation and 1 of them being a sell recommendation. $19 here by GLJ. Baird here with a $320 price target. Canaccord Genuity with a $303 price target. Benchmark with a $579 price target. Wedbush, $350 price target. And then Cantor Fitzgerald here with a $355 price target. All right. With that being said, take this with a grain of salt, right? We know the chart here looks pretty well here so far today. And then let's go ahead and take a look at this latest video here from Schwab Network. Let's go ahead and take a look.
For a look at some movers this morning, let's bring in Jenny Horn, co-host of Next Gen Investing. Hey there, Jenny. So let's start with Tesla because shares of Tesla are higher despite the fact that the numbers were pretty downbeat. So Elon Musk said the right things on the earnings call.
He sure did. And I knew the minute I heard him saying that over the coming month that he's going to be pulling back from the, of course, Doge initiatives, that this was going to be a clean move to the upside for Tesla. I will say that you make a great point. The numbers were not great. I mean, there was things of concern pretty heftily within the report, but he does expect that time allocation to drop pretty significantly, were his words, over the next month. So that's really apparently all we care about this morning. And I think that that has been such a huge drag on the stock. But you consider the fact that Tesla still had some weakness. I mean, they saw shares actually initially fractionally lower, now up pretty substantially this morning, missed both top and bottom line expectations for the first quarter, pulled their full year guidance, but again, did offer some assurances that the company remains on track for its more affordable models as well as the Cybercab. But I mean, 27 cents per share was the profit, well below what we saw a year ago on revenue that also declined about 9% year over year to $19.34 billion, also below consensus. Their automotive revenue was down 20%, while energy regeneration storage revenue, which has been their brightest spot, still was up about 67%, while services and other revenue was up about 15% on a year-over-year basis. But they attributed a huge decline in this profitability to the larger than anticipated decline in vehicle deliveries, increasing, as well as operating expenses, both of which were partially at least offset by some of their energy generation, as well as the lower costs associated now with the Cybertruck production in their first quarter. So gross margins actually narrowed 104 basis points to 16.3, but was better than estimates, which at the low end were around 12.7%. So that's something that's huge. Adjusted EBITDA also was down from a year ago, down about 17%. In terms of their balance sheet, we also know that cash from operating activities did swell by 791%, but was still down about 55% from last quarter, which is just crazy in itself. But I think there was still concerns, still uncertainty, definitely, but at least some clarity as far as Musk and these Doge initiatives, which is something that I know Dan Ives, I know all of these various bulls. I mean, even those that are a bit more pessimistic on Tesla, like Morgan Stanley, they have been very, very transparent about the fact that we want Musk that is focused on Tesla, and that's, I hope, what we're going to see now over the coming weeks.
Yeah, I saw Dan Ives actually boosted his price target back on Tesla to $350 a share, saying leaving his Doge role over the next month is the biggest and best possible news Tesla investors could have heard last night. Some of the brand damage will slowly go away, but importantly, Tesla got back its biggest asset, Musk. So just a reminder that it seems like if you're investing in Tesla shares, you're really investing in the CEO.
Yeah, and I love that take from Ives. I did not see that yet this morning, but because he's turned a different page. I mean, if you followed him over the weeks, it's not like he's been this uber bull we had known of Ives in the past quarters and years. I think it's been actually really refreshing to see him somewhat humbled by Musk and his lack of direction with the company. So now to hear him turn a bit more optimistic, I think is a huge sign of a win, because he has not been that way for several weeks now, Caroline.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I was reading his note this morning, and I do think it's important to note, despite the fact that he's more bullish in terms of that price target, he did say that the brand damage caused by Musk in the White House and Doge over the past few months isn't going to go away. They estimate that it caused future demand destruction of about 10% in the U.S., Europe, and Europe. So, certainly implications there still, but it seems like investors are clearly happy about what Elon Musk had to say, despite the fact that it was a miss on both the top and bottom line, and despite the fact that now growth is really, for the full year, is kind of called into question. Musk said that they'll revisit that full year guidance when they report second quarter results. So we'll have to wait and see there. Jenny, I know you also have your eyes set on Meta and Apple today after.
All right, so that's it for the Tesla portion. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments there. And again, we do have these price targets here: Cancer 355, Wedbush with 350, and then Benchmark here with a 579 price target, and then Canaccord here with 303, Baird with 320, and then GLJ with 19. If we take a look at Tesla right now, we hit a high of 259 so far. I'm going to zoom out here to the daily chart here and just share with you guys that the 200-day moving average is at $291 per share. And if we get back to those levels, we can go ahead and just estimate here how far it is from our current prices here at 257, all the way back up to the 200-day moving average. That is going to be right around 13.5% move. Personally, I am optimistic of Tesla retesting its 200-day moving average. Once we break above it and confirm it as a support level, I would then keep an eye out for 313 all the way to 355 to be tested. And if I had to estimate and make an educated guess, I believe this could occur within the summer of 2025 between 313 to 355. Of course, this could occur a lot sooner than expected. We've seen how volatile Tesla could be here in the past. I wouldn't be surprised if we tested 355 here within the next couple of weeks, but I'm going to be patient and just say I think within the summer of 2025, we should be able to test between 313 and 355. And then during this year of 2025, I believe we actually get this test towards the all-time high at 488. Again, that's going to be close to a 90% move from our current prices here. Previously, before earnings, people were scared if there was going to be a potential sell-off, right? We do have support here at 213, hitting a low of 214 here. If we were to break below 213, I have 180 as a support level here, and I think a lot of people are also looking at 180 as a major support level for Tesla. I don't think we break anything below 180, and even right now, I believe between 213 and 272 is a really good dip opportunity for Tesla stock. Of course, if you watched any of our previous videos, you'll notice that I mentioned anything below 250, which is this red line right here, is going to be a major dip opportunity for myself. That's where I'll be looking to add a bigger position in the Tesla, and that's what I've been doing, right? While we are still below the 200-day moving average, so still below 290, I don't mind adding small positions at a time in the Tesla stock, especially if I'm a long-term investor and just looking to hold in the long haul, right? I wouldn't want to be adding up here between 355 all the way to 488. Personally, that's just my opinion. Again, I'd rather be taking advantage of the dip opportunity than chasing up the stock once it's up at these highs, right? Definitely want to be taking advantage while it's below the 200-day moving average. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. Do you think Tesla is going to give back a lot of its gains? Do you think Tesla is going to pull back all the way back down to 213? Or are you pretty confident and also certain that Tesla will test back up towards this 200-day moving average at 290, possibly 313, 355? What are your predictions on Tesla, and what are you doing right now for Tesla stock? Thanks for watching, and as always, if you don't have a Discord, feel free to join our Discord. We do have a Tesla dedicated chat section with over 32,000 people. Discord link down below in the description. And live entries and exits on stocks and options are going to be the second link down below as well for Patreon. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video for Tesla. Oh, almost sneezed.